Greetings friends, Steven here, and welcome to my latest unboxing slash review of, not Transformers, but it is certainly a transforming robot toy. This is ToyWorld's C05 shovel. This I got in the same delivery as a knockoff Transformers masterpiece and a cube monster thing. We'll get to that one next after this. Before we open this though, I just wanted to give a second look at the last toy I unboxed there. I didn't really get to show off his head and his face there, but I thought it looks pretty good. Pretty sure that's just a repaint of Prowl's face. Yeah, pretty cool. I also found out you can have his gun sticking in between the T-tops there, which is kind of neat. Okay, so this is already, it's got this paper. It wasn't shrink wrapped exactly, but it was tied up at the bottom here. I did open it. I was going to I was thinking of not actually shooting a video, but then I was like, well, this is a kind of a production, so we might as well get this on camera. First thing though, something I'm concerned about. This is something I noticed is here. I'm thinking the whatever factory in China that they order these things out of. They you know when you get like a box of several of these and then they use a box cutter to get in there. I'm pretty sure there's a big scrape here, and you can see their box cutter actually went through the plastic that would have been on this box, and they cut into the box itself. So that's a bummer. I haven't contacted the sellers about that yet, but all in due time. So let's take a closer look at the box here. Ages 15 and up. This is not a cheap toy, by the way. This thing was like 130 bucks Canadian, something outrageous like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I hope I like this thing a whole lot, considering how much it costs. There's the top, there's the side. Now I understand if you get enough of these, you can make a huge picture. And there are those scrapes here. Get a close look at that. Obviously it wouldn't ship like that normally, but just a boo-boo before they even shipped it out. Also though, I noticed this here. That is a nasty bump right there. I don't know if that happened during shipping or not, but yeah, not too happy about that. Damn. And on the back, not a lot of pictures or anything, but it does have, as Amgo calls him, Sad Pac-Man. So there you go, ToyWorld.gp, made in China. There you go. Box, pretty cool. I mean, obviously, like, you saw that battle damage, you know, like it's on the back here and on the side. I think if I do keep the box out, and I think I will, probably just, it looks fine from the front, and that's probably what matters. Colors might look a bit faded. You can see right there. Anyways. As our neighbors slam their doors, let's crack this open. Okay. So take a look at the hootenanny that comes with it. Is this? Well, you actually gotta open it. Eh? It's not just something you can fold over. Okay, we'll crack it open. But first, I mean, look at this. This is pretty neat here. You got the box. You fold that open. Obviously, the box can be reused quite easily, and it is a decent box. But then you got this here, fancy wrap, and there it is. This is, of course, in Devastator lime green and purple, to eventually create their own version of Devastator, which they call Constructor. I recently heard that they're actually going to be doing a G2 colored version as well, so that's more North American colors of yellow on the construction there. So I like these. This is pretty neat. Nice touch. Cool. One thing I really liked about this one when I was watching videos of it is that these tires are proper rubber. I think that's really neat. It's good size. I mean, we can bring our bootleg, but generally masterpiece figure out as well. It's definitely thicker. And in here, what else do we get? Here's the his gun. Ugh. Some of that. And then there's this chest piece, and that goes towards the full combiner piece. But you can also put this on top of the. That's cool. You can see through there. You can put this. It's almost like wings for your. Like that. Yeah, check this out. I don't know why you'd want it to look like that, but you know, something like that. I guess that's kind of cool. Or bulldozer with wings, because why not? And I believe that's everything else that's in there. Give me a second, we'll open this up and we'll take a closer look at the paperwork, and then we'll check out the actual toy. Alright, just clean everything up a bit. If you're wondering, I checked under that styrofoam. There was nothing under there. Oh. Alright. So, we got a sticker. Because who doesn't love stickers? Of course, no one who buys this will ever use this sticker on anything. They'll just leave it as is. We got... I'll open that in a second. We got... once again... There's that artwork. Yeah, it's a cool design. Someone was recently asking on Transformers and Beer podcast why the real companies, quote unquote, allow these fake companies, quote unquote, to get away with these obvious designs that are very much bring to mind like a Devastator from the Decepticons. But the thing is, like, there's nothing illegal about making like a green and purple bulldozer, especially when you make it better than the real guys do. I mean, if anything, these third-party toys are a much better investment as far as quality than what Hasbro and Takara are often making these days. Sign of the times, I guess. I mean, Takara just has to make so many more, I guess. And I don't think they really feel threatened by these anyways. They probably, oh, gun sticks somewhere in there too. They probably like seeing what the competition can do. Then again, they might not even consider these guys competition. At least not yet. We'll see. Anyways, so a whole bunch of instructions. We won't be transforming this on camera. There are videos that will do that for you. I might end up checking one of those out myself as I figure out how to get this guy into robot mode. I believe in here. That's pretty neat. Look at this, another freaking. Now, as I understand it, these are two, they're like rubber pads for when you make the complete constructor. You can have him stand on these pads, and it'll help him from slipping and sliding. So that's kind of cool. Kind of useless in just this mode as we have it here, but, you know, it's a nice touch. Alright, so we will do a quick edit here, and when I'm back, we'll probably be over at the desk of CatMax, and yeah. We'll take a look at Shovel in robot mode. Otherwise, let's just take another quick look. You don't need that there. It's kind of cool. There's not really any room for a person to be sitting in. I guess you could maybe fit a person right there, but you know. Shovel does lift up. Drives real good. I like that. When we were taking a look at this guy here, his tires are pretty crummy. I mean, they're just cheaper plastic, but this thing, it's got the weight like that. Of course, you can carry stuff as you like them. Yeah, useful. Cool, but yeah, good size. I mean, I don't know if it's really $130 Canadian good, but we'll see. I will transform it, and we'll see how it looks in robot mode. Be right back. Alright, so here we are now in the closer camera angle. This is now the desk of CatMax as opposed to the hallway of CatMax. So, in all honesty, I recorded my unboxing, that was like almost a week ago, so I honestly don't remember everything I talked about as far as vehicle mode goes, so we'll just take another look. It'll be better now anyways because of the closer camera angle. And of course there's a table here and it's all good to go. So, once again, you got your 4 rubber tires, which is very nice because most Transformers nowadays are all plastic. Actually, just the other day, for a whole $1, I found this guy. Awkward design, but hey, rubber tires, that's cool. It's kind of unfortunate to see how they keep cost cutting on Transformer lines, but what can you do? Titans Return, that'll be out a month from now apparently in Canada. Hopefully those will be worth picking up. Anyways, shovel, I think, I don't remember that shovel. We'll just go over all of it again. I really like how big his shovel is, and that you can carry stuff in it if you wanted to. Pretty cool. As far as just being a spot for a human to sit in, there actually really isn't any. I mean, there's, like, you can see it's got the little lip there for like a sun cover, but there's really no seat in there, so it's kind of weird. Now, obviously, it's meant more for a robot than as a robot in disguise, as in disguised as a human vehicle. But you get the idea. Kind of looks like a little ladder there for people, but as far as just being like a human construction vehicle, it kind of is missing the mark in a few spots. But I mean, as far as just being a cool looking construction vehicle, it is definitely pretty sweet. And of course, this is the what is it, not Devastator but Constructor, I believe is their combined form name. You get his chest piece here, which you can take off. Obviously, yeah, otherwise if you just have like this bulldozer thing with the wings, I mean, it's an option if you want it. But otherwise, you get these 2 pegs. Looks kind of weird. You got a bit of yellow there, some gray spots. The pegs kind of remind me of like the Titan Masters or the Mini-Cons. Like, obviously something's gonna go there. Got this red on the back for your jet boosters, I guess. I don't know. As far as robot kibble, as they say, is concerned, like the whole thing, like I said, it kind of doesn't really look like it could exist in the real world, but dimensions are kind of strange in ways. But otherwise, I mean, it's a super cool design. Obviously, you can see your chest here, weights their legs and all that, but I mean, there's really nothing to complain about. Rolls really well. And you got a bit of gray there. Obviously no way for a person to get into there. I mean, there's I guess that's a foot in the way. I guess if you do this, is that? I guess that sort of makes sense. Yeah, obviously you don't need a seat in there, but you know, whatever, it's fine. The only real observation I had on it, just that it doesn't really look like it like a person could sit in there and drive in it, but that's cool. Yeah. Once again, pretty good size. Let me just dig out a DVD here. Oh, here you go. Here's a Beast Machines. So I mean, like, damn, pretty good size. It better be for what was it, like $130 on average? I actually finished watching Beast Machines. It's alright. I forgot what happened at the end, and that was pretty neat what Megatron did when he picked out a body. I won't go into spoilers, but yeah. There you go. Got your purples there, your greens there, and stay tuned because ToyWorld has announced there will be a G2 colored version, so instead of green you'll get a more traditional yellow. And that, I've seen it. I've seen the images of it, and it looks pretty cool. Alright. So, that's about it. So, just give me a second here. I do not know the transformation. We did take a look at the, it's like 30 steps or something. We won't sit through all that, so just give me a moment here and I will edit in the robot mode. Oh, one more thing. These things, kind of sharp, which is neat, but, you know, they're pointy. Careful with that, kids. That's why it was like 16 and up, was it, for this thing? Okay. Let's check out robot mode. Alright, and after, it's actually a pretty decent transformation. It's nothing too offensive. The last robot I discussed was the more or less masterpiece blue streak. This is of course a Takasa Tony knockoff. I thought the leg bits were a bit of a hassle to get through, but these ones are pretty decent. And here he is. Pretty cool face. This is Shovel, aka Scrapper, as he would have been known in his original Decepticon form, but that's not what this is. This is ToyWorld. They're redesigning everything. And we've got Shovel. Yeah, pretty cool. He does have some light piping. You can see his eyes there. Got a flashlight here. You can see how strong we can get that going. There you go. Pretty cool. I like that feature. I hope the actual Transformers brand do that a bit more often in the future. One thing I really liked about this guy from when I saw video reviews and whatnot is I really just dig the tires. They're so big, and it really helps to bring home this notion that he's a big, heavy, like, construction vehicle. And I dig the blockiness. It's very, once again, very original Transformers design kind of feel to it. Yeah, has a lot of these double joints. You can see over here, and definitely down here as well, which make for a lot of interesting pose opportunities. This specific toy, I'm noticing that his left leg here is a bit loose. Now, they're not all like that, but each toy, there's always something different to them. But I have been noticing that as a whole. Let's see, if you push... Which one? Push this up in? I don't know. I only just transformed it a moment ago. Ouch, that looks painful. Let's see what we got here. We got some, kind of tricky to tell, but this is actually more of the translucent purple there. And the red. His head's pretty funny. It's this weird, boxy shape. Looks pretty neat from the top. Tires still spin. Arms with these crazy joints can do all sorts of stuff. The hands are pretty neat because each finger is its own piece. So you can get each finger out if you want. Thumb. You can flip people off if you want. Or do a sick guitar solo. It's up to you. Of course, he does have that gun. So, you just do and something like this, and sort of, and oof. Just gotta make sure that thumb is holding it in properly. Something like that. Tricky to show off, admittedly. Fingers are a bit loose, I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Once again, for scale, we have a more or less masterpiece blue streak, and we can bring out the DVD again. Let me just. There we go. That's better. So yeah, pretty big. He still has the that it's like kind of looks like a shield. I notice there's a piece back here. I don't think this really goes into anything. Anyways, that's more for the combiner mode. It'd be cool if you could hold it as a shield, but I don't think so. Maybe if you put it like that or something. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense anyways. Yeah. Now the way I've got his legs, these pieces here, he definitely wants to fall over, so I'm just going to try and squeeze that back in. But otherwise, I mean, his legs, oh, crazy bendy. You can do like sick drop kicks. He's holding that gun. He's a bit top heavy though. He definitely is trying to fall backwards. And his little skirt parts there can go up or down for further bending. Doesn't want to hold the gun because they keep fiddling around with him. Let's get more of those crazy joints up here, so you can do some pretty neat poses if you're into that sort of thing. And give people the bro fist. Nice jab. Yeah, pretty neat. Is it, what was it, 125, 130 bucks or so? Is it that neat? Maybe, maybe not. It's certainly an impulse purchase, but yeah, definitely pretty nice set. Here's a Super GoBot, once again for comparison. Very dusty Super GoBot. Check out my Sewer Toys here on YouTube. He did a much better review than I could probably do on this guy. Anyways, that's another video for another time. But yeah, ToyWorld's shovel, TW-C05 I believe it was. Not bad. Bit squeaky in certain spots. Definitely has the poseability though. Tricky to get that gun in place sometimes. Gotta make sure he uses his thumb. Something like that. And this thing, you know, doesn't really do much on its own, but of course if you were to buy all of these, you could have it be the big chest piece for a Devastator or Constructor, whatever you want to call them. And I think we're about wrapped up here. So hopefully I covered everything people would want to know. I'm sure there are better videos out there, but you know, I'm still pretty new to the whole robot review thing. Yeah, just really cool looking figure. I definitely hope I don't want to buy all of them, but this is the one I thought that looked the best out of the series. The shovel, huge backpack of course, but I mean, what can you do? It is a huge shovel in the first place. And this little person canopy there just sort of folds up. Yeah. Cool. Alright. So, if you got 130 bucks and you just don't know what to do with it, maybe it's pretty cool. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. I guess we've opened now this one as well as Blue Streak, which means there's one left out of my China bots, and that is the Fiery Dragon. This is barely transformed at all. It's more like it's a cube, and then it becomes a dragon. Interesting. So we'll take a look at that one next, but otherwise, yeah, everyone, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.